Hey America, broke out the old fatigues for today's topic. Obama's military policy is for crap. You see, if you want to cut the military budget to pre-World War II levels, go right ahead. Bring home all the troops, embrace the Monroe Doctrine, and deal only with matters of North America. But you can't keep running your mouth and making worthless demands when people know that you're all talk. You tell Vladimir Putin to get out of Ukraine or else, well, he's going to tell you to go pound sand because he knows that you're gutless and all your threats are just words on the wind. How many lines in the sand have you drawn? Iran, Syria, now Russia. Who did you learn foreign policy from? Rex Ryan? Just like guaranteeing Super Bowls and failing, so too does failing to act on promises make you look like a jackass. Not only are our enemies laughing at you, but even our allies are looking to jump ship. Karzai, he's ready to welcome the Taliban back with open arms because he knows you don't have the stones to back him when the U.S. troop withdrawal is done. But let's get back to how our enemies mock you. You threaten to isolate Russia? You think Vladimir Putin cares? You think he is the leader of some third world country? He's one step away from getting back to becoming a superpower. He's already buddying up with China. China, by the way, owning most of the U.S. debt and is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. With friends like that, do you think Putin cares if he's isolated from us? Your weakness is making the U.S. weak in the eyes of the world. And I, for one, am not surprised. Back when you were first a candidate for president, it wasn't your rabid support of gun control, or your socialist leanings, or your belief in Keynesian economics that disturbed me the most. It was your whiny, thin-skinned punk attitude that I knew a strong foreign leader would exploit if you became president. You see, back in 2006, then candidate Obama had his big ears mentioned by Maureen Dowd. Obama responded by taking her aside and putting her on notice that his ears were off limits. How about you sack up and stop being such a weakling? What, did you think when you became president, all the other countries would play nice so they wouldn't hurt little Obama's feelings? I mean, good God, you are the leader of the most powerful country on the planet. But all you do is spend your time going around kowtowing and apologizing to every foreign leader for America being America. How flexible did you promise Putin you would be after your re-election? Because the way I see it, he had you bent over pretty hard in a serious downward-facing dog. Your disastrous record in dealing with foreign policy is dangerous for America. Because the reality is that America has hardly gone a generation in the past 100 years that hasn't experienced warfare. World War I and II, Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf War, the Second Gulf War, the War on Terror, the time of our most prosperous peace, the 1980s, when a guy named Reagan engaged in something called peace through strength. Cuba looking to expand its influence in Grenada, sending the Marines, done. Gaddafi spouting off nonsense about a line of death, bomb the hell out of him, he shuts up for good. Even the Soviets had to bow and basically dissolve because they couldn't keep up with American exceptionalism. But instead of peace through strength, you adhere to submission through flexibility. You're a paper tiger, and the world laughs at you when they're not too busy ignoring you. You want to cut the military to pre-World War II levels? Like I said, fine. Bring the troops home, embrace the Monroe Doctrine. Just stop being the petulant little twit you are and thinking that your empty threats are doing anything other than embarrassing the United States of America. I don't know. Maybe that's your end game. I mean, you've been purging the military for so long that only officers willing to fire on their own citizens are left. So perhaps you're more comfortable shooting your own citizens than you are foreign ones. Just another reason why we can't let you destroy the Second Amendment. All I can say is 2016 can't come soon enough. Fit to fight, fight to win. Pretty intense video today. I just want to specify that I know there are plenty of good officers still in the ranks who will do the right thing when faced with an unlawful order, even if it comes from the President of the United States. I'm just echoing the words of Medal of Honor winner Major General Patrick Brady, as well as former Delta Force operator Lieutenant General Jerry Boykin, when upon retirement they stated that Obama has purged the top brass of anyone who would ever disagree with him, and that morale and the desire to win is at an all-time low. If you like today's video and you want to stay up to date with the Second Amendment and all things related, subscribe to my YouTube channel, check me out on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and check out my website at www.bulletsfirst.net. See you next time.